Hello, my name is Drew McDermott, and welcome to our weekly Wednesday webinars. Looking at the group of people online tonight, looks like there's a good mix between near life distributors and guests. And so a very big shout out to those of you who are joining us for the first time this evening. As a company and as a near life community, we are on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And we want to end this trend of chronic disease that is happening in the homes of families around the world. And right now, because of cleaning products, your home is one of the most toxic environments you are encountering on a daily basis. Toxins that are causing havoc and causing a world of deadly health challenges. So this call is geared towards helping you get these toxins out of your home and replaced by products that are non-caustic, non-toxic, and safe for our environment and safe for your kids to be around. And I don't believe there is a better time than right now to do this during our lockdown period. So we've got a fantastic guest speaker on the call tonight, Liz Geerdts. Liz, welcome to the call. Take it away.
Oh, thanks, Drew. Yes, well, good evening, everybody. Yeah, so we're all in lockdown, and I guess it is pretty challenging, but in a way, a unique moment in time, really. I mean, I think it's giving us all the time we often asked for to catch up with ourselves, or maybe to do those things around the house that we haven't had a chance to do. And maybe you've got down to some of the things on your to-do list. Perhaps you've cleaned out the garage or that messy storeroom or even those cluttered cupboards. So in that kind of vein, I want to direct you to that space in the kitchen, when many people's kitchens are typically under the sink, where there are generally a whole lot of bottles and containers with different products and polishes and sprays, things to clean your bathroom or the floor tiles, the shower, your oven and the windows, a whole variety of different products that we typically find in many people's kitchen cupboard. What's actually happening here is marketing. We're encouraged to buy a different home care product for virtually every different chore task around the house. It doesn't have to be that way. And this is really our time to change that for the better of our kitchen cupboard, for the better of our homes, the planet, and even the household budget. So I want to show you how to start and where to start to make change. And in fact, with just 4 different products, just 4 products. And these are what we call our home care range from Near Life, and we refer to them as our golden home care products. So it's just 4 products that we can actually make a big difference to that kitchen cupboard and to the health of our homes and the environment. But before I go into the details about those products, I just want to set the scene a little. Very shortly in the month of April, we're going to celebrate Earth Day 2020. Now it happens to be the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. So it started way back in 1970, and a very noble cause. At the time it was considered the modern environmental movement, and it's still very buoyant today, very active. But clearly there is still much that needs to be done. But that was 1970. Well, I want to take you back to the 1960s, a good 10 years prior to this, because that was when Near Life was making pioneering changes that would positively impact the environment. Now, the pioneering spirit is something that's prevalent throughout all the Near Life ranges, and you see it prevalent then as it is today. But in this particular aspect, it was 10 years ahead of Earth Day movement, and as I said, positively impacting the environment. You see, at the time, in the area of cleaning products, a whole new field of chemistry was actually opening up. It was a field of chemistry about detergents. They had been being developed, and it was great because they were much better than our simple soap that we used to have before they came along. And of course, because of this, detergents started to become very widely used. But no one had actually stopped to consider what happens to these wonderful half-foaming, super cleaning caustic substances after they've been used. No one had taken the time to determine the effects of pouring tons of undesirable substances into our lakes, to our rivers, and of course into the ocean. And so some 60 years ago, Near Life scientists pioneered products that would enable the use of modern technology, but at the same time lessen the threat burdening our environment. And of course, now as more and more different chemicals become available on the market, another consideration is also coming into play. And it's equally relevant up until today. And that actually relates to the numerous different products that so many people have in their kitchen cupboards, as I mentioned. Because what is really happening here is because we have so many different products, we have a lot of different ingredients. And it's an abundant use of these numerous combinations of the cleaning ingredients and all the different and many products, and our regular exposure to them, that has presented a new alarming set of concerns. And that is internal pollution. What are they doing to our human body as we come into contact via our skin, for example, or breathe them in through our lungs? And even in more recent times where the term green has become fashionable, green may not actually always be clean. And as again, the problem lies in these combinations and interactions of different ingredients. You know, an individual ingredient might be classified green, but when we start combining a whole lot of different combinations together, that is when the concern actually increases and it's not as clean as we would like it to be. So this gets us onto the different products and onto the philosophy of Neolife in this area of concern. And we have a well-established product philosophy of low dose, low burden. In other words, our philosophy is let's use these products, but let's use the minimum amount of product for the maximum amount of performance and benefit. And as a result, you'll see as we go through the products that we are transporting less water around, using less energy as a result, not wasting energy, using less packaging and creating less waste. And this is a very powerful benefit. It's a plan that we've put into action, and this is the way we are using our philosophy in these 4 products that I made reference to. And the features that you'll find in these 4 products and right through our home care range, in fact, are that they're concentrated, versatile, economical, and earth-friendly. That's a theme we're going to see right through the different products. So let's have a look at those 4 products again, and let's get to talking about them individually and where they fit in your kitchen cupboard. So the 2 cleaning products I want to talk about together, Super 10 and LDC, are those products that in fact were developed way back in the 1960s. And they're very much in keeping with the low dose, low burden philosophy. Because we deliver the products in that liter container, and of course in different sizes, but in this particular case, this is the 1 liter container, and it's a concentrate. So it comes always with a dispensing agent, in other words, a spray bottle or a mixing bottle. And the user simply puts the concentrate into the dispenser and adds water when the product is needed. So we are selling a concentrate, which is then diluted with water in the home or by the user. And let's look again at those features that I talked about, that is the sort of general thread through all the home care products. Super 10 then is considered the heavy duty cleaner, and LDC the light duty cleaner. And we've got different tasks in our homes that need to be done. Some cases we might want to clean the car engine or wheel marks on the driveway, or perhaps a stain, something that's very stubborn like a wax crayon. And that's where a heavy duty cleaner like Super 10 will come into play. So it's powerful, but very gentle. And of course, then LDC, which is the light duty cleaner, will do more light duty products and chores. In other words, when we're using our hands, perhaps dishwashing just by hand, or perhaps cleaning the bath, or it's so gentle, in fact, that we can actually use it in the bath, not only to clean the bath, but to add bubble bath to the bath for your kids when they're playing. So they're not only washing themselves, but washing the bath at the same time. We can use it as a hand wash. That's how gentle it is, yet powerful enough to do the job. So if we look at the picture there, it actually shows you how concentrated the products are. We're selling them as a liter of concentrate, and then simply decanting them into the dispenser agent, whether it's a spray bottle or a mixing bottle. And so 1 liter of Super 10 is going to make an additional 10 liters of ready-to-use product. And that little spray bottle is a 500 ml container. So you will fill those spray bottles 22 times in the case of Super 10 before you even have to think about throwing away the original container. And with your light duty concentrate, you can mix that again, depending on the concentration that you require. Both containers are calibrated, so you can decide which concentration you choose to have. And there again, we will fill those mixing bottles up if we're going to use a dilution of 1 part LDC to 3 parts water. And we'll fill it up 11 times before we have to even consider throwing away the original container. So they are highly concentrated, which gives them this ability to have maximum benefit with a minimum amount of product. And of course, I think I've made reference already to their versatility. A whole array of different things that you can do. And there are many, many more. I certainly haven't listed them all here. But I think you can start to see that you can turf out a whole lot of different products that are sitting in your kitchen cupboard and take LDC and Super 10 and literally replace them on all those cleaning chores that we have around the house, the toughest ones and the gentlest ones. And actually, as a result of the fact that you're only having 2 products to take the place of many, many others, it's highly economical. Once you've got it going and the system working in your home, you'll actually realize that you can take the place of perhaps 15 to 20 different products under that kitchen sink and save between 60 to 70% on your household budget. Now, that's an exercise I've done, so I know those numbers are realistic. They sound amazing, but they're actually true. And as a distributor of the product, you will benefit with a 70% discount. And as a customer enjoying use of the products, you'll get a 60% benefit. And of course, earth-friendly is a big feature of the products. It's part of our low-dose, low-burden philosophy. Products are completely biodegradable. So in other words, they break down when they become wastewater. They break down in any system that they find themselves deposited in. So they're not any harm to the environment. The packaging is fully recyclable. Because we're only throwing that bottle away after we, made another 10 liters or another 5 liters of it, there's less waste that might end up in a landfill. And of course, less plastic in the oceans. So we really are playing our part and have been doing this, as I say, way back since the 1960s. So those 2 products are your general cleaners that would take the place of many other products and all the chores that you have to do in your home. Then, of course, every home does need a disinfecting agent. And yes, we want something that's concentrated, that will do its job, but we also don't want something that's highly aggressive, that's going to be not only just harmful to the bugs, but also harmful to the humans. So we've got a product that has got a good blend of both these applications, and it complies perfectly with what our requirement is in terms of our low dose, low burden. But just a comment about disinfectants. They are highly regulated substances because they have a specific job to do. They will tell you that they're going to kill certain bugs. You want to know that they can do that. So a disinfectant needs to have its dilutions and its use application verified with a regulatory authority, and that needs to be registered with organizations that in fact verify that this in fact is a disinfectant. And you will see that on a product that has all those credentials, it will have a reference number that indicates that it is in fact a registered disinfectant. So that's just an important thing to look out for. And here again, Care, which is the name of the golden Neolife Care disinfectant. It complies again with all the low dose, low burden philosophy of our products. Highly concentrated. So 1 liter can make up to 50 liters, which is, you don't have to buy that very often. 50 liters is an amazing amount of economy that you're going to get out of it. It's versatile because we've had it verified and tested. So in a 1 to 10 dilution, which is more concentrated, it's going to be a hospital grade application actually. And in a slightly lesser dilution of 1 to 50 for general domestic use in our home. So that's something that you and I would have in our kitchen cupboard and use to do all sorts of disinfecting, cleaning the toilet, maybe just in areas where people are touching the handles of the doors frequently. We don't have to be excessive about it, but we certainly want to be hygienic in our homes. And so this is the product that would help you do that. Of course, highly economical because, as I said, we sell it as a concentrate. You add the water as needed, and you can make up to 50 liters when you've purchased 1 liter of product. In keeping with our earth-friendly concept, it's biodegradable, the packaging is recyclable, and so it ticks all the boxes in terms of our philosophy and what people really want in terms of the environment and to make their difference to the environment. So we've looked at our liquid cleaning agents, we've looked at our disinfectant, and of course, in every home we have to do something like that on a regular basis, depending on the size of your family. And so we want to do sometimes we want to do hand washing, and many times we want to use a washing machine. So this product will enable you to do both. And so G1 laundry compound complies perfectly with the requirement that we have for low dose and low burden. Let me show you what I mean. Highly concentrated. This is a micro powder, so it's a very finely textured powder, and it's more concentrated than your general laundry powder. And just to give you an idea of what I mean, in that picture there, if you look carefully, you'll see a little blue scoop. It's actually a minute little scoop by comparison to the spades that you often find in other commercial products. Now that is a 10 ml scoop, in other words, 10 milliliters of product, and we recommend the use of perhaps 2 of those scoops for your average 5 or 6 kilogram moderately soiled wash. And when I look at other products, and I checked on the 3 sort of very generally popular consumer products in the mass market, their recommendation for your 5 or 6 kilogram wash, normally soiled, is 200 milliliters. So that is 10 times more powder that you're going to use from a mass market product than you're going to have to use from Golden's G1 laundry. So highly concentrated and highly economical as a result. It's versatile because we can use it in hard or soft water. It works on, as I say, you can hand wash, you can do it in an automatic washing machine, removes a whole variety of stains, and we can use it at different temperatures. It can go right down to 20 degrees and still be highly effective. And because of the degree of concentration and the economy I was mentioning, this just gives you an idea. 2 kilograms in that container there, in that pack, will give you the equivalent of approximately 155 washes. That is an amazing economy. When you've got that into your kitchen cupboard and you start using it appropriately, you'll be amazed at how far it goes in your home, regardless of the size of your family. Then, of course, always earth-friendly. It's fully biodegradable. We are using vegetable-based ingredients, so the surfactant in there is vegetable-based. It saves energy because we don't have to use it at a very high temperature. It's completely phosphate-free, so when the wastewater that spills out into the garden or the waterways or wherever it ends up is not going to damage those water systems in any way, and it's totally non-polluting as a result. So really ticks all the boxes in every way. So that's a little synopsis of the 4 products that I'm sure you'll agree covers many of the chores and tasks that we have to do in our homes on a daily or weekly basis. But I think we often think that we're trying our best, and just because we're individual doing it, that we're not really going to make an impact on the environment or the concerns that we have in terms of climate change and all the issues that are affecting the earth at this time. But I would like just to give you a quote from the mission that comes from the Earth Day organization, and they're saying, as an individual, don't underestimate your power. When your voice and your actions are united with thousands and millions of others around the world, we create a movement that is inclusive, impactful, and impossible to ignore. So if we all just do our individual part, we are actually making a difference. And if we change even one thing at a time in our home and slowly clean out the kitchen cupboard under the sink, we really are going to make a difference to the earth and make an impactful 50th anniversary for Earth Day. So I want to encourage you to make use or make a start so that you can detox your home, go green and clean, and play your part in Earth Day 2020. Thank you.
Fantastic, Liz. Thank you so much. I couldn't agree more. Yes, we have Earth Day coming up, but I don't believe it's going to take one day or one event to save this planet. What I do believe and know is that when we take responsibility, when I take responsibility for my home and you take responsibility for your home, and we accumulate our little positive changes, that will produce an exceptional result. And personally for me, this is a no-brainer. I can play my part in saving the planet for future generations. I can save my family from exposure to unnecessary toxins in my home. And on average, a family of 4 will save at least 3,700 Rand per year when they change their buying habits and purchase near-life earth-friendly products. So guys, I hope this information has been useful to you. I really hope and I pray that you choose to take action and to start using these products if you aren't already. If you are a guest on the call, please do get in touch and in contact with the person who sent you this link or got you onto the live call tonight. and they will show you how you can get your hands onto these products and get these products into your home. God bless you all and have a fantastic evening. Thank you very much. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.